guys had a lot, and I mean a lot, of questions about the Samsung Galaxy Buds. This video is going to answer all of those questions. Zane and others want to know what these look like in your ears. I think these have a really good fit. They're really comfortable. I'm currently using the medium-sized wingtip and the small-sized ear tip. City Mobstar and 20 other of you asked, where can you buy these? So you can order these off of Samsung.com directly. You can order them off of Amazon, but those ways you will not be getting them for a couple of weeks. If you want them sooner than that, you're going to have to try a local store, whether that is AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, etc. I got my pair at a local AT&T store, but they had only shipped one pair to the store, and I just so happened to go there when that shipment had arrived. The Assassin 777 asked for a follow-up on the battery life and ambient sound. So the battery life. The advertised battery life on these guys is 6 hours, so I charged them up to full. I put on Spotify, and I played music at max volume, and the right bud died at 5 hours and 36 minutes, and the left bud died at 5 hours and 49 minutes. Samsung also advertises 1.7 hours after a 15-minute charge, and I found that that was also accurate. In 15 minutes of charging, we got back up to 30%. In 37 minutes, we got up to 75%. And then at that point, once your battery capacity is pretty full, the charging rate slows down significantly. So at about an hour 5, we were at 90%, and we got a full charge at around an hour and a half. Now, regarding the ambient sound. The ambient sound does work. In the settings, you can customize your buds. When you place your finger over the earbud, it will turn on ambient sound, and you can hear what is going on around you. Now, it is definitely turning down the music way low, and it is using a mic to bring in outside sound for you to hear. I still found myself just taking off the earbuds if I was having a face-to-face conversation with somebody. Also, there is a ambient sound option that you can just turn on aside from the quick ambient sound. So it's just general ambient sound, and that feature did not really do much of anything, honestly. Nand wants to know, how is the bass? So the bass is really, in my opinion, not that great. It's definitely sufficient. I said that in my initial video. It definitely gets the job done, but you will not buy these for the bass. You will buy these for the overall great sound presentation, for the portability, for the convenience, and for the Samsung integration. Chaos asks, how is the sound with the Galaxy Wearable app with all the sound equalizers and such? So what I found with the sound equalizer is that I actually preferred just to turn it on and have it at the dynamic setting. You can turn it down to the bass boost, but it does not boost your bass. It simply just muffles out the highs and mids to put more emphasis on the bass, but it certainly does not boost the bass in any way, shape, or form. So Charge Spacey and others asked if you can use these with iPhone, iPad, and MacBook. So the answer to all those is yes. You can use those with iPad, iPhone, and MacBook. But I will say that the sound is different if you use them with Samsung versus non-Samsung products. And I think that's where the equalizer comes into play on the Wearables app. If you go into the Wearables app on a Samsung device, you can use the equalizer to enhance the audio, for lack of better terms, and that feature is not on the other devices. So it definitely sounds different. At this point, I still can't definitively say, no, do not buy them for non-Samsung devices, but there is definitely a difference there. So Lord Xavier and others asked, are they suitable with Samsung S6, S7, predecessing Samsung devices? Answer is yes. Also, others had asked if they work with Bluetooth 4.1, 4.2 because they are Bluetooth 5.0. And the answer is yes. That simply means that they will be compatible up to Bluetooth 5.0. So if you have a Bluetooth 5.0 device, then you could take advantage of that Bluetooth 5.0. Otherwise, you'll have a little bit more latency, but you can still use those devices with the Bluetooth 5.0 buds. Joke Money asks, also, are the magnets that hold them in place in the charging case strong or loose? So inside the case, there are magnets. So when you place the bud inside of the case, it does have a little bit of a magnetic force that it will click it in there. So you want to make sure you get that little bit of a click. And yes, so they don't really hold. I mean, yeah. So I didn't really put that much force into that, and that one fell out. But the one thing I can say about this is that when you have the case closed, when this is closed, this is very tight, this is very rigid, the buds are not going to fall out of this. Grant McGuire asks, do you only get the white ones for pre-ordering, or will they send you the color that matches your phone? So it looks like a lot of people are getting the white ones with pre-orders, so there's a major influx of the white ones right now and not a whole lot of the black buds. So hopefully in due time we'll be seeing more of these black buds around. Alucard Dracula asks to please post the UPC. I will post it somewhere here. Do with it as you wish. Dozy asks, should I buy these if I have the Samsung Icon X 2018? So a few others asked about this too, and the Icon X 2018, and if the Galaxy Buds have storage. So first I'll start off by saying these Galaxy Buds do not have onboard storage. You will have to use your phone or your Gear watch, if that has onboard storage, to utilize the buds. And in terms of the Icon X themselves, those are plenty fine. If you already have the Icon X, you do not need the Galaxy Buds. So another question I got from a few people was the shipping time for these buds, because it seems to be a bit delayed. I've seen on Reddit and elsewhere that some people are receiving theirs on March 12th, some people on March 18th, some people on March 29th. But I would say if you have not ordered them yet and you're going to order them now, you're going to be probably expecting around 2 weeks. If you order them off of Amazon at the time of this video, I believe it's a 1 to 2 month wait. I left a link for that in the description, so if you want to check that out for yourself, see if it's updated. Hopefully the shipping times will be a little bit quicker. The Historical Idiots asks, full review coming? Yes, I intended for this video to be the full review, but I got so many questions from you guys. I was not expecting that many questions. Luca asks, is it possible to connect multiple devices? So I actually had trouble connecting multiple devices. I would connect to my Note 9, and I would try to connect to my iPad, and it would disconnect from the Note 9 and connect to the iPad, or vice versa. I would jump on the iPad, but when I would connect to the Note 9, one of them would be canceling out when the other one connected. Albert asks, can you try these while walking outside and with your phone in your pocket? I've heard reports of Bluetooth disconnects while the phone is in a pocket. So this doesn't specifically answer your question, but on the whole, I have noticed some initial spottiness in the Bluetooth connection with the buds. I did notice when I first set up my Galaxy Buds for the first time on my phone, there was already an update for the Galaxy Buds, which specifically was for improving the Bluetooth connectivity. So there is definitely a little bit of spottiness when it comes to the signal and Bluetooth connection. ANF asks, black or white? Help me choose. Black. Pramit asks, what app do you need to have on your phone to get that pop-up? And when he talks about that pop-up, he's talking about the pop-up that happens when you open up the case, and then you get a pop-up on your phone signaling the connectivity. So that actually happens through the SmartThings app. It's not the Galaxy Wearable app. ZCloud says, great review. I currently have a noise-canceling headphone, but I still want to buy this product. By any chance, if you also own another wireless headphone, do you feel like it is still fine and efficient to use both products? I have the Sony MDR. It is the 2016 model, so it's the first iteration that they came out with. I feel like I can definitely answer this question, And my answer is that I can definitely see a use for having both the buds and the noise canceling headphones. I feel like it's kind of similar to having a smartphone and having a tablet. Everything that you do on a tablet, you can do on a smartphone. And the things you can do on these headphones, you can also do on the earbuds. They just provide a different type of experience, and there is definitely valid reason to own both of the products. So that's it for answering all of your questions about the Samsung Galaxy Buds. If you guys have further questions, leave them in the comments. I'm sure there will be plenty more. If you guys want to check out if these are shipping out any sooner, Amazon link is also in the description. Next video will be a full in-depth review of the Galaxy Buds. I wanted to get this video out first to answer some of your initial questions. So stay tuned for that video, like, comment, sub, and until then, take care.